Greetings all, Frog here. Let's play GeoGuessr. I know you've been waiting for an update on the sound issue. You can hear it's the same soundtrack today, but I have found out that as part of my TubeBuddy subscription, I get access to Audio Hero at the $10 a month level for free, which means I can get 20 tracks to download a month. And had I been doing this from the moment I signed up for YouTube, or TubeBuddy rather, I'd have had 160 tracks by now. I haven't, so I'm going to download 20, but I want to pick a good 20 to start off with. It's a challenge from Nola. It's part 3 of 3. I'm assuming this is still her Budweiser thing, but boy, it doesn't look like there's one around here. But you never know. Maybe that in the distance. It's coincidental. I don't know. But it's part 3 of 3 of the World Challenge, and there's a new set of World Challenges that just came in part 3 of 3. Actually, that looks more like it. So let's zoom along this way first. See if by this wind farm. Get a little something. That does look much more like a brewery. I'm sitting back, relaxing in my chair today. It's a little different for me. It won't sound any different for you, but it feels different playing. Just in a more relaxed vibe. It also helps that Take That Back by Silent Partners playing. It's the Fairfield Auto Mall in Chadburn Road, exit something 6. 56. That's a maybe. Off of some highway, I don't know what. 55 miles an hour. We're now on Bush Drive, so unsurprising there. Because I think we just passed it. I want to go to the exit because I'd like to see what highway this is we're driving along. Can we move forward, please? Forward, please. Forward. Thank you. So we're going to get some new music. It's not mixed the same way as this stuff, though. So I'd have to normalize it all if I'm going to use it, and that's painful. Or I just won't be using this music anymore. I'll just switch to the other one for a while until I do something. It's louder than this. That's the problem. There's Chadburn. Don't worry, I can still sing along to it. I know you guys were worried about that. At least one of you was. And I will of course continue to sing because it's half my reason for existence. It's US 80 west in the California 12. It's actually the California 12 towards 80 west. 80 west is going west of us. We're not, but we're in California by the 80, which I believe is in Northern California, is it not? Southern? Ooh, it comes down through Sacramento. Did not know that. All right, where's Cal 12? Right here. Where's Bush Boulevard? It's the Lincoln Highway. Kirkland Ranch Road. It's Airport Boulevard. Napa County Airport. I tell you, man, I can't even contemplate what's happening in Napa Valley right now. It's just so wild. Along here somewhere. I didn't see a bush road, but I'm sure it's along here somewhere. Unless the 12 goes farther. Let's just see if the 12 appears. Yeah, okay, it does. Probably down in here somewhere, what do you think? Well, that's not a highway, though. It has stopped being a highway at this point. So we may actually need to go back where we just were. Because I bet it would mention the 5 and not 80 if we were closer there. So we're probably more like in Fairfield somewhere. Do you see a Bush Boulevard anywhere? Not really. Oh, but there's Chadbourne. Ah, there we go. Oh, yeah. I think we were on this little ramp here from 80 to 12. Pretty close. We were a little farther along that ramp than I had suspected. But we were definitely not on 80. Alright, Bush Drive. Unsurprising by this point. We'll go towards what I think is the brewery or bottling plant, or I don't really know what the criteria was for all this, but. Ooh, that's an actual highway next to Bush Boulevard, so we'll jump over to the actual highway, which tells us it is I-25. Okay. I-25 where? I'd like to see that sign, please. Which is behind us. I-25 towards Cheyenne, which of course is in Wyoming. 38 miles south of Cheyenne. Interesting. I believe we're in Colorado then. There is Wellington. Outside of Fort Collins, if you will. If you won't, well, that's your own problem. That's the Budweiser brewery experience right there. They're closer down the road, though. Got a friend that lives in Fort Collins. We're on Pocahontas Trail. Okay. Do I want to go towards the railroad tracks? Maybe. Yeah, I think we will. Brewery operations, employees, and guests. We're in the right place. Anything on the water tower? No. Busch Gardens. The world's most brewingful theme park. Beautiful, maybe. I think it's better when it's brewerful. I don't remember where Busch Gardens is. I think it's in Florida, isn't it? Like Everglades, maybe? Maybe not. That's not Florida. Richmond, Virginia? Newport News, Virginia. Yeah, okay. So we're in Virginia then. Although that's Tennessee's thing. Oh no, Tennessee's is more like a harsh angles. So maybe we're in Virginia. I mean, Newport Beach is in Virginia. Or Newport News, rather. I think actually Newport Beach is also in Virginia. But there you go. That's the 64. The 60 is right along it, so that's no help. And the Virginia 143 is somewhere around here as well. We're between Williamsburg, Newport News, and Richmond. Newport News and Richmond are in the same direction, it says, which is insane. So that means we've got to be this side of... Oh, did I just see it? Yeah. Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. There you go. On the Pocahontas Trail. Boom. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Oh! This is the one that's in Antarctica. You see the polar bears back there? I can't reload it either. Usually, though, in the old stuff, this is a bad link. So, chuck it down. Sagittarius is going to take notes. He's going to say where it is. I'm going to say, since we're in the United States, this is the one that's in Atlanta. Nope, it was the one up in... is this Massachusetts here? No, it's actually in New Hampshire. It's north of Massachusetts. On the Daniel Webster Highway. Alright, and our last one is on Tauntaun Avenue. They're smellier on the inside than they are the outside. It looks like California or Texas. Those southern places. I'm going against the grain, I know. It's okay. Does that say kilometers per hour? Or did that say miles per hour? It said kilometers per hour. Good catch. El Frago. Kensington Crescent. It's a one-way street, so I can't tell if, like, she threw an Australia in here. Everything else has been in North America up until this point. I mean, look at the flora and fauna. It looks more southern than I would be expecting. Those kind of do look like Australian stuff. There's an IGA. We are driving on the left-hand side. You sly minx, you. Could be something in the Australia or New Zealand. I don't know which yet. We're on Main Road. IT Warehouse. Astronics.com.au. Okay. Now we're going to figure out what town. We go down that road? Yes, we do, because I see a road sign. Let's go. Or it may be a building. No, it is a road sign. The A1! Perfect! The joke there, if you are just turning into GeoGuessr for the first time, is the A1 literally goes around the entire continent. But also the A52, Main Road North, Port Wakefield Road. We're going to Gawler and the wine regions. No right turn to Grand Junction Road. Sorry. We wanted to go there. That is not allowed. So the A1 and the A52, they are going to intersect somewhere. Let's check around here first, here in Victoria. And it becomes the M1 through Victoria. Down through Geelong. I missed someone from Geelong. Anyone heard from him or her recently? I can't remember. I think it's a him. Early contributor to the channel. Lance and Derek also has been absent recently. Hope everything's going well with them. If you're still watching, know that I still think of you from time to time. I don't see Gawler anywhere, or the A52, but, you know, we're looking. Alright, I guess we're going to go into south. There's Montgomery. It's my favorite. Why does it say B1 all of a sudden instead of A1? It's still the A1. I think it's still the A1. Must be the B1, but it's still the A1 road. I don't know why it's listed as a B1 here, but okay. Is there a different A1? There's the A1. Going through Adelaide. You see 52 anywhere? I do not. I also don't see Growler. Port Wakefield, for that matter. One would assume that Port Wakefield is at the end of Port Wakefield Road. We're probably going to be in NSW since I'm going west instead of east. That's how my luck tends to work. Alright, they don't use the A symbol in West Australia, so that's not going to help. Back to NSW! Okay. Give me an A52. Now the B52s is different. We gotta get right in there. Wollongong. That was the name of my EU4 campaign, was it not? I've got the 22, which is basically the 52. Sorry, I did not mean to move that bird. And it becomes the M1 again, which is fine. Back to the A1. Doo-doo-boop-be-doo-oo. B56. We want the A52. I'm assuming at this point it's actually going to be in Queensland. Given how far we have to go. There's Grafton. It's almost Growler. Not quite, but almost. I don't know where the wine country is in Australia either. If I knew that, it would be a lot easier. Well, you got me stumped. Huh. This is probably the best clue I'm going to get. I'm not really a wine drinker, so I don't know where Australian wine originates. My wife could probably answer that question. She is a wine drinker. Yeah, I don't like where we're going on this. This is feeling not good. Alright, let's zoom out of this business. Let's go to Northern Australia. Did they use... No, okay. You got me. Is there an A1 on Tasmania? I suppose we could check. Kind of. I don't see a 52 that goes with it. My best guess is that we're somewhere in Melbourne and I just don't see it, so that's what I'm going to say. Wine comes from Melbourne. It comes from Adelaide. Oh yeah, there's the 52 now. And Gawler, I just didn't see them. I'm sure they were at the zoom levels I was at. Oh well. There's your Budweiser collection, part 3 of 3, so there is no other part. My God, I just bit my tongue. Ugh. I hate when that happens. Hopefully that didn't happen to you. If you'd like to send in your own challenge like Nola did here, very easy. Just go to geocenter.ml. Put in 5 locations. It gives you a link, which you said send to me over a private message on YouTube. And if you don't know how to do that, just go to my About page on YouTube. Of course, it's youtube.com/PurpleFrogPlays and click the About button. And there's a link down there that you can send me messages. Do that, and then I will get your message. If you want to send over a Discord, email, or whatever, that's fine too. Just know that the majority of people tend to use YouTube, so that's where I look the most. But anyway, you get that link to me, I add you to the schedule, and I play the challenge, and that is that. Thanks again, Nola, for sending this one in. It was very enjoyable. Hopefully you guys liked it as well. If you did, click that like button, subscribe to the channel to stay updated to everything as it happens. Until next time, cheers.